What's up, YouTube? Security Cop here, and well, maybe I should button that up just a little bit. How the hell it's stinking hot, so deal with it. It's October 16th. If I recall, that's the 6th day after the hurricane, or 6th day since impact, I think. I had to double check that, but it's close to it. Man, oh man, it's been a long week, and it's still going to be a long week. We actually had the news crew stop by finally somewhere in Callaway to cover what was happening in the outlying areas of Panama City. Because for the longest time, all I've heard on the radio was Lynn Haven, Lynn Haven, Lynn Haven, Lynn Haven, Lynn Haven. Yes, I understand there's a lot of damage in Lynn Haven, but it really does kind of feel like the outlying areas, especially places like Weehawken, Howards Creek, these little towns around Panama City, have almost been forgotten. I mean, we were lucky enough to be literally on the edge of the outskirts, and so we had a few people come through, but there's still people out there in Weehawken that are literally getting rained on by a thunderstorm right now. No tarps, probably no food, probably no water, and they have no way out because they're still blocked in by downed trees and stuff. Me personally, as much as I would love to go out there and sightseeing, that's not me, because I know emergency personnel need that 2-lane road highway clear of people outside sightseeing. They don't need us out there. So if you're out sightseeing, just go back home. Alright, watch it on the news or whenever someone like me uploads this stuff that's local to that area, because you hamper emergency vehicles. But anyhow, back to the news crew that was here. I was out getting a whole bunch of tarps from the Lamar Sign Company. I got, I don't know, maybe 30 tarps, and they still got plenty more there that I can pick up and try to distribute to my town. Community, I should say. I asked them if I can give them a shout out on the local radio station, and they said, no, please don't do that. I mean, they like helping, but their parking lot can't really withstand it, and you know, you say something like that, and I understand what they're getting to. You say something like that on the public radio, and all of a sudden there's thousands of people right there at your door. I'm sorry, I know I got derailed on this kind of a side subject again. But the news crew came here when I was gone. They interviewed my mom, of all things, so you might see it on WJHG. I believe it's Channel 7 out of the beach. And they're basically giving me a whole lot of praise for getting my family out there and taking the initiative to forgive the pun, get the flock out of there, because my last name's Peacock. But yeah, as if being an official hero before was not enough for saving a woman's life, now I'm in the spotlight again. But we're still here. We're still waiting for FEMA. There was a rumor that they were stationed up in this little thing called the Insurance Village over at originally Sam's Club, but then we found out that they're at the mall. Then we went over to the mall. They weren't at the mall. Then we found out that they were over at Lowe's. this is the type of thing that really gets underneath my skin, because if you're going to have an organization that's designed to help people, make sure you get the information out correctly, especially in a city such as Panama City, which is widespread. I'm sorry, I was also listening to the radio, and apparently they got free food and stuff over at the Callaway Walmart, so I guess when the curfew's lifted, we'll go over there. But on the other hand, you got places like Sam's Club and this so-called insurance village. I mean, I appreciate the thought, but this is purely a case where a company has clearly bit off more than they can chew. It's not a matter of long lines or anything like that inside of the parking lot, but when you have an insurance village on one corner of your parking lot, a very big one, I might add, full of every single insurance company you can think of, and then you got a grocery store with a tire store and a gas station, all three of those things combined on a major roadway, which happens to be very conveniently located next to a hospital, or at least down the street from one. The traffic is so insane there. Just to get into that sort of place, that it creates congestion. And I'm not talking about, like, you know, maybe a block or two. I'm talking about 2 or 3 miles long down the road. And that creates hell, absolute hell, for not only people trying to get there, but more importantly, the emergency vehicles trying to get to the one of the few ERs that are actually operating. And I hope Sam's Club rethinks this and improves on it at a later date, because you just can't have that many things in one place. Is there anything else? Nope. I can't think of anything else that I can share with YouTube. There is a whole lot of personal issues going on, but out of being courteous, I guess you can say, I'm just not going to mention that, but please pray about it, or whatever it is that you do to keep someone in your mind, or on your mind, I should say. Other than that, I went back and I saved my Stormtrooper helmet. I got my shotgun. This is a shotgun, not a rifle. Don't let the clip fool you. I love this thing. My vest, and you can see right back there, my Sand Trooper armor as well. And then tomorrow I'm also going to go over to Casey Lane, hopefully before it gets hot. Tarp everything up as much as I can before the weather moves in again. Oh, excuse me. And hopefully save a whole bunch of our stuff. And then eventually fix my glasses, because these things are like, yeah. Till then, I'll catch you in the next video. There will be a link for my PayPal. If you do a PayPal transaction or donations, I should say, make sure you do it as friends and family. There's also a Patreon in case you really like what you've been seeing in these, I guess, video series. Please, by all means, support me so I can go out, buy the new stuff that I need to do in order to start, figuring out how to edit this stuff, and also get my computer working again, as well as actually gain a bed. Yeah, we don't have a bed. We want one. We had one. Not anymore. So, other than that, like, subscribe, drop a comment as to if you were ever in this situation in a hurricane or a natural disaster, and give me tips to help make it more, I guess you can say, easier for a family, including a toddler. Catch you in the next one.